let's move forward now to the last video here. Actually, this is number 4. We'll have one more. We'll have number 5. So I will take care of this one. So now that we have done that, now we're going to do more of a Z platform test. We're going to go back and recheck the Z platform. Remember, we're raising it and lowering it all the way down, all the way up. Make sure it does that. And then we're making sure the platform is even as possible. For those of you that want to be hyper even from the material to the tip of the laser, you're going to need to invest in a positioning table, which we'll get into later. It allows you to do fine tuning, basically shimming stuff up. Now, once you do that, I want you to notice you can take out, there's metal pieces inside of the unit. Now, this is what I was talking about before when I was talking about testing the prox sensor. That's the black box right behind the nozzle. The side of the nozzle metal comes up close to that, is magnetic, and that kicks off the light. Well, you can take there's pieces of metal that are inside of your unit that are used for removing lenses and mirrors. And what you can use is you can use that large piece and you can lay it on top of the orange boxes there that are the limit switches that tell the unit that we are home on X and we are home on Y. And you can light up the X and Y limit switches there. There'll be a light there and there'll be a light on diagnostics as well. Now, once you do that, remember, you're not going to get up and down motion until you go back and re-highlight Z move. Very important. Now, as we go through the rest of the pendant, I do want you to go to the min power and plug in 10%, not 15, and your max power should be on 95. Well, later we're going to change this to 10 to 20, depending on the laser, so we can do a beam spot test. But normally it lives at 95. File is to load a job that you've downloaded from the unit, either from USB, Ethernet, or from your jump drive. And frame will go around the box showing you that you're set up based on a top left origin or top center, top left, center, depends on where you set the origin. I like to start off with top right because that's where it naturally goes and it's easier for rookies. Now, once you're through testing the pendant buttons and making sure they all work, you're going to recheck that level and just check and make sure there's no, don't worry about if there's extra screws, worry about if there's loose screws. If you see a loose screw, tighten it. But if it don't over tighten stuff, it's easy to break. The other thing is I'm checking to make sure that my exhaust is connected good, that the nozzle's not going to fall off, the hose isn't going to fall off and I'm to the outside air, and that when my air pump is running, stuff is not leaking. Very, very, very important. Again, when you do the chiller, you're going to fill it all the way to the top and then it will release the balance of it into the tube. You're going to refill the chiller every 6 months, drain it and refill it with distilled water. You're going to check the level on it once a month. That should be it. Thanks.